every single day. Y'all can hear me? I gotta take this hair off. We good, chat? Guys, so even in the book of Jonah, we can understand that the things that God put us through is only for our best interest, right? It's not solely just for, us to not actually have a total understanding, but that's why we go through the things that we go through, so that we can become better individuals. We cannot continue to try to avoid God, we cannot try to avoid Christ. We have to actually put in the effort. We have to pick up our cross and we have to walk, guys. That's the main purpose, is being able to walk, and we can be rich in wealth, we can be rich in spirit, but it all is going to have to come through Jesus Christ alone, guys. I don't see the world giving that to you, but you can only find it through Him alone, guys. Hold on, child. Chat, y'all can hear me loud and clear? Y'all can hear me loud and clear, chat? Let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know. I'm not muted, am I? Alright, cool. My chat. My chat. Alright. Gotta make sure we good on the chat, man. Yeah, chat. We'll figure out what videos we're gonna react to today, y'all. It's really the process, guys. It's the process that actually puts us in the fire to be able to come out on the other end. It's not for us to just be comfortably living life thinking that things are supposed to be on easy mode, guys. The thing is, we can get life on easy mode as soon as we do the hard things. That's right, guys. We have to do the hard things first so we can get to the other side of easiness, guys. We need to have the enthusiasm. We need the work ethic. We need to have the faith, most importantly, to be able to get out here and set out to do the things that you called yourself to actually do, guys. You know, it's not just to be looking at everyone else and to no, if you glorify and if you give, you will receive. If you receive and you reciprocate the energy others are giving you, that same energy will be reciprocated back to you, guys. So the same amount of faith that you may have in someone, that person may have that same amount of faith in you. The same way that you care for that other person, that person may come back and care for you 10 times more than you actually care for that person. It all is compound effect. It's compound effect, guys. Compound effect. No, if you glorify and if you give, you will receive. If you receive and you reciprocate the energy others are giving you, that same energy will be reciprocated back to you, guys. So the same amount of faith that you may have in someone, that person may have that same amount of faith in you. The same way that you care for that other person, that person may come back and care for you 10 times more than you actually care for that person. It all is compound effect. It's compound effect, guys. No, if you glorify and if you give, you will receive. If you receive and you reciprocate the energy others are giving you, that same energy will be reciprocated back to you, guys. So the same amount of faith that you may have in someone, that person may have that same amount of faith in you. The same way that you care for that other person, that person may come back and care for you 10 times more than you actually care for that person. It all is compound effect. It's compound effect, guys. No, if you glorify and if you give, you will receive. If you receive and you reciprocate the energy others are giving you, that same... No, if you glorify and if you give, you will receive. If you receive and you reciprocate the energy others are giving you, that same energy will be reciprocated back to you, guys. So the same amount of faith that you may have in someone, that person may have that same amount of faith in you. The same way that you care for that other person, that person may come back and care for you 10 times more than you actually care for that person. It all is compound effect. It's compound effect, guys. Just like money, guys. Just like money, guys. A compound effect, man. Just like your money in the stock market. If you put $5,000 in it today, in the next year or two, that 5,000 is probably going to be worth about 10 grand, 15 grand. So compound effect, guys. Compound effect. Chat, y'all comment down below what y'all want to watch today, man. I gotta do my hair today too, so bunch of that. Comment what y'all want to watch today, chat. Make sure y'all follow, man. Follow. Let's actually put us in a good space today, guys. The goal today is 5 followers today, guys. 5 follower goal today, guys. Y'all can hear me, chat? Alright. See, guys, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Chat. So I wanna Alright guys, so the main purpose of actually living your life out at the highest potential is actually by living your life in faith. Jesus alone told us in the Bible that it is not by sight, but it is by faith. So keep that in mind, that anything that you pursue in this world that we're in this earth, in this beautiful globe that our God has created us in, He's giving you power, He's giving you faith to be able to step out here and do things that you would have never thought you could. And that is the hard-on truth. God has given us power, guys. Good clip there, child. Jesus alone told us in the Bible that it is not by sight, but it is by faith. So keep that in mind that anything that you pursue in this world that we're in this earth, in this beautiful globe that our God has created us in, He's giving you power, He's giving you faith to be able to step out here and do things that you would have never thought you could. Never thought. No, if you provide, if you give, you will receive. If you receive, hey man, hold on, child. Give me a second, child. Have some value, some real stakes for them, right? That's true too, child. And so when billionaire. That is true, child. Let me see what them boys talking about. Wait a minute, child. And so when billionaires are at the casino, they have to bet with big enough zeros that it actually has real stakes for them. And so the thing is like I think you've become successful enough that you must raise your stakes. It's like you have to make bigger bets. Jesus alone told us in the Bible that it is not by sight. So keep that in mind that that is forever done. Our God is magnificent. He's giving you the power to use your faith to step out here and do things. That is what's going on. Wait a minute, child.
Respect me, little girl. You a child. I introduced you to God. I'm no longer gonna let you play with me no more. I'm the reason you got a Bible. I told you to get a Bible when your mama called you and cussed you out. And you gonna sit here and play with me like this? I'm the one told you to stop playing with that woo. Now you keep playing with what we saying, talking about, oh, I said you never did work. No, Miss Ma'am. You did do work, goats, chickens, rams. You done did all that with me. But what I said was, I don't do it. The Bible allowed does it. That's what I said. But have you gotten EFI work done through me? Hell yeah. Over $10,000. What are you talking about? I even used to see the videos when you was excited. Oh my God, I'm finna sit in the car at the Mercedes-Benz lot and manifest me a G-Wagon and watch my GOAT video. What are you talking about, man? Stop it. I told you to stop putting spells on these rappers, bruh. I'm sitting out here trying to save these boys, man. I'm gonna clear my face up, man. I was trying to save y'all boys. This girl do real spells. Like real stuff. Like her mama called her and told her, we finna put your ex name inside the GOAT mouth. You need to get over here right now. I said, don't do no crazy stuff like that. That man taking care of you, giving you money, free will. You don't even have to do that. Just put it on yourself. I broke it all the way down to you, told you why you didn't have to do that and why it don't work like that. And I told you stop listening to your mama. That's why she ain't got no blessings. Your mama can't tell you nothing about spirituality if she's not being blessed. She's poor, Section 8, she drives a Nissan. She works at a strip club and pick up people dirty panties and oil them up and stuff. She's a household mama, lady, madam thing. So your mama can't say nothing. We the same age. Your mama got a reading from me more than one time. Your mama begged me to help you. When you speak on me, speak highly of me moving forward. I'm talking about real high on me, baby. I'm really that girl. For real, I'm really that girl. Like I'm reading these celebrities for you, letting them know this one don't like you, this one do like you, this one to give you 100,000, this one to give you 50, this one to give you that much. You so busy worried about all they old ladies and shit. You introducing me to these celebrity girls I don't even know. I ain't never did no work on none of y'all girls, bro. This girl had me reading Jada Waiter, Minnie, Barbie, celebrities all out of country, all type of girls. And I'm like, dang, she pretty. Oh, she cute. Like, what's your beef with them? Oh, they really don't want me. Oh, they just, I know she put something on him. How come she gets to get that? I sat there and watched you copy all these people for 6 months straight in your house, and you got the nerve to get online and pop it and show a $50,000 receipt. Bitch, you owe me more than that, and I want it now. I want that. Let me get that. I'm pain and suffering right now. I need therapy, counseling. Y'all fucked with me. Y'all lied to me. Told me I was going to the feds. Y'all was, I was in a relationship with one of the motherfucking members of free bands and Epic record labels, and the same one tricked me out of the contract. I need help. Please help me. I need help. I need help for real. Like for real. Stacey tell y'all I was weight. I was stressed out. Like y'all finna pay me. I need that right now. Every time I log on TikTok and you got me blocked, but you unblocked me last week. I get on TikTok, I see.
Hey, don't tell what they got going on, chat. Let me see what them boys talking about. What the hell Ray doing? All right, child.
So everything that's being worked on, don't you guys mess it up. And that way, when you mess up, you mess us up. That's a deeper teaching. I don't have time to teach that. But watch out that you do not lose. So think about that. That's why always remember that. You've heard this term. It's never about you. So while you sinning, you're actually messing up somebody else that's already in heaven. Watch out. Now, don't go too far with that. You know, I'm just saying that. When you study the scripture carefully, it is obvious that you can get your reward and you can get the rewards from others. For example, if you receive a prophet in the name of a prophet, you get his reward.
That's right.
If you receive a righteous man in the name of a righteous man, you get his reward. Mm-hmm. If you give somebody a cup of water, it says you will surely be rewarded. Okay, so as you live, there is so much stuff on the other side. This is very difficult to explain, but you live your particular life and you can get your reward, but apparently you can also get the rewards of others that they build up. So what you do, they also get a part of. So if you don't do nothing, you actually make them miss out on more. Did I find that? All right. I'm glad it makes sense because I'm just talking. I don't even know what's coming out of my mouth right now. I don't know why that flashed in my mind. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? That's another one that I have been waiting to use on somebody. I've only used it on my wife's dog. That's it. I haven't had any other opportunity yet. But either way, it says, be careful because, you know, it's very similar to a man building a business for 30 years, ups and downs, integrity. This thing is solid. Then you turn it over to your children and they tear it up. Okay? You know, it's things like that where you can mess up. You know, this is the people, there are certain individuals right now that are, just excuse the term, turning over in their grave. You know, you have people who had to go through the time of segregation that are turning over in their grave. You have people and men that fought in World War I and World War II turning over in their grave. There are people that have gone before us in every class and in every denomination when it comes to religion and when it comes to every racial background. There are men that have gone before us that have paid prices for us to be free enough to act a fool. Yeah, squandering it away. And so, and the children of Israel did that. It says that there was a generation of the children of Israel. They knew nothing about the price that had been paid with Moses and Joshua. And because of it, they squandered it all. I hate history. It was my worst subject in school. I didn't want to know nothing. I didn't even want to know about what happened yesterday. That's how much I didn't like history. But now I see how much of a mistake that is. You need to understand history and the prices that are paid. Sometimes when you see that World War II vet with those little hats on and the medals sitting in a wheelchair because he's 90, sometimes you need to talk and you need to listen to his testimony. It might help you appreciate something. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you need to sit down with the older people who grew up during the time when blacks and others couldn't vote and find out the prices that they paid in order for us to be able to do something, so that you don't just easily squander away everything because you were born in a time of freedom. Understand what I'm saying? Because men and women have died and shed their blood for you to walk around and do whatever it is that you want to do. Anyway, y'all got that? Be diligent.
Be diligent.
So that you can receive your full reward, which means you could get half of it, which means you could get a quarter of it, which means you can get 99% of it. But the reward is so big, you're going to have to be very diligent to study and to learn what the reward system is so that you can do what is necessary. This is a promise. This is God dangling the carrot in front of you. Hey, be diligent so that you can get your full reward. You know, every once in a while someone will ask, well, don't you think it's wrong, you know, to get up every day looking for ways to get blessed and looking for ways to get a reward? No, I don't, because I didn't write the Bible. God is the one who told you to chase after this. Terry cracked me up adding her own sermon to the sermon. Chase it, run it down. Go to the next one. These, out of many things, these are three things that you are. You are God's workers, and workers are supposed to be get paid. That's why you should be working for the Lord. You are God's field, and you are God's building. So we're just going to go over just one, because every subject is a whole conference by itself. We're just going to give you and open up what it means to be God's field. Let's go to the next one. I am the true grapevine, and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch of mine that doesn't produce fruit. So remember, Jesus said, I am the vine, or another way of saying it is, I am the root, you are the branch. The branches bear fruit, okay? But they can only bear fruit if they're connected to the root. If the root is raggedy, then the branches become raggedy and they produce raggedy fruit.
Right.
Okay? He cuts off every branch of mine that doesn't produce fruit. And he prunes the branches that do bear fruit so they will produce even more. So once God sees that you're doing a little bit, he'll cause some things to happen, or he'll bring information across your path so that you get cut back a little bit so that you can have more. God doesn't do subtraction. The only reason why subtraction is for the purpose of multiplication. Ladies, you trim your ends. Why? So that it'll grow back. Why do you trim the rose bush? So it'll get bigger. See, that's an actual scientific spiritual law. Cut it back a little bit so it can be greater. Be careful about complaining about when you lose your job. You might have just been cut back for greater.
Alright, chat. I'll be right back. Alright, chat. I'll be right back. Y'all make sure y'all